Black excellence is on your screen. Make sure you turn that TV on. Wrestling has been going insane. WrestleMania a week from now. But we got some other things we need to talk about. AEW. Everybody talking, having their moments. Is AEW bad? Are they good? What's going on? NXT's cooking a little bit. How was Raw? Hey, look, Booker T Swerve going at it. Charlotte Flair trying to address what happened last Friday. Randy Orton, does he have an opponent? All this other stuff going on. We gonna ask Pat, what's the first thing he want to talk about? Because there's a lot of stuff going on. So what's the first thing you want to talk about?
No, let's go ahead and address this AEW and Dynasty hate, because that's been coming across the FYP pretty much all week. As all people either hated the finish, they thought the finish was dumb, and obviously it's mostly been about the main event and how it ended. And again, like I told Lightskin, when I initially saw it, I was on the same page as everybody else. I'm like, what the hell are these dudes doing here? I was like, where did they come from?
Right.
And why did they have to end like this? But then, again, like I told you, I was on my Seth Rollins. I was like, I had a night to sleep on it, sit up and think about it for a little bit. And I was like, all right, I'm cool with it. Because, like, again, we got to wait till Wednesday. We had to wait till Wednesday to see what the Young Bucks had to say.
Mm-hmm. What you think about that?
They didn't really say too much. I kind of figured that was the case about their reasoning. They were like, oh, we might, if we can't beat them, join them type shit.
Yeah. And we did it for Hangman.
Moxley seemed like he ain't into it at all. Kenny coming out and roasting him was hilarious, though. Kenny came out and cooked him a little bit. I was like, all right, Kenny. I was like, I didn't know you had that in you. I was like, Kenny, let me find out Kenny got a little bit of roasted chops.
Right.
He'd be so nice all the time. Like, he'd be acting like Cody Rhodes. I'm like, so I ain't expect that.
Yeah.
But like I said, man, I had time to sit on it, and I'm not calling AEW bad. I've been telling we've been saying kind of like the same things. I feel like both promotions have their good and bad moments.
Mm-hmm.
So for us to sit here as a fandom and be like, I'm gonna say two-faced about the situation, like WWE ain't out here doing dumb stuff. Look at the whole build to WrestleMania. The whole build to WrestleMania. Now you just slapping matches in here. Like, just, again, like the same phrase I like to use all the time. Throwing shit at the wall, hoping to stick.
Yeah.
And you can't bash one and then not call the other out on the bad stuff they do. So I'm like, both companies had their moments. Like, like I said, I had a problem with the finish at first. Then as I sat and thought about it, I was like, where do you go if Swerve wins that, especially with y'all biggest pay-per-view of the year coming up, All In?
Yeah, thinking about that too. Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, if Swerve wins, where do y'all go with that? Immediately, people gonna say, oh, he gonna give Hangman a shot. Now, again, we did predict Hangman was gonna somehow get involved in this match because of the whole backstage thing with Swerve.
Appreciate that, Chris.
Again, I didn't really, you know what I'm saying? He seemed like he was either going aim for Swerve or aim for Mox. We still don't know who he was going to hit with that buckshot.
And yeah, he said he wasn't there to help Swerve, but he did hit Mox with a code red.
Yeah. So I'm like, but at the same time, you were going for a buckshot and you hesitated for a minute. So who was that buckshot really meant for?
Right.
Yeah. And then again, when the lights went off, and like Lightskin said this perfectly. I'm like, people always complain that kayfabe is dead. But like, did anybody get any rumors, the dirt sheets, anybody get rumors that the Young Bucks were in Philly that night?
Nope.
Did anybody know the Young Bucks were anywhere near that event that night? So all the stuff y'all like to say when like, oh, we don't get surprised no more. We don't, everything's available on the internet. I'm like, clearly AEW has the ability to keep kayfabe alive a little bit, especially
Right.
because the Young Bucks are EVPs. So, like, who's to say even if Tony Khan knew they were there until the last minute? Like, I just don't. People don't know what they want. I've been saying this. Wrestling fandom don't know what they want, except for that very small niche group of wrestler fans. I would say like me, you, Chris, and several others that we have interacted with throughout the time of being wrestling fans. It's
Right.
just, I just want people to sit back and enjoy the product and realize that everybody ain't gonna be perfect. Everybody's not gonna be perfect.
Who is perfect?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Nothing's gonna be a slam dunk every time.
Right.
It's just how wrestling is. You got these people are human. They ain't robots. They get hurt. They have bad days. Hell, we don't know if people wrestling sick. Like,
Yeah.
we don't know.
Right.
So like, it's just like, man, you gotta get over it. If you and then it's always the AEW haters that don't watch the product, but always be the one bashing the product.
Yep.
I'm like,
yep.
If you can't watch, if you're not watching, how is your opinion valid?
They just go off of what they see and not going off their own opinion. Most of the time, that's what they're doing.
Yeah. And I'm like, you can't believe everything the IWC say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, everything with AEW, I felt like, how did you feel about the show? Because I felt the show was pretty good. I think I'm going to give it about an 8.
Yeah, I thought the show was good. I'm going to say the same thing. 8. I'm going to say the match that surprised me was one of the ones I think we said we didn't need.
That Kyle Fletcher.
Yes.
Bro.
Yes.
Bro was I didn't get the record that I watched that one. I thought that was like because at the start of it looked bad. I ain't gonna lie, I was like Kyle Fletcher put that quick little move. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a quick one. That match was Kyle Fletcher did his thing on there.
I tell you, like I text you. Oh, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah. I was gonna tell Chris because I had gotten his live. Like Dynasty, the word Dynasty, I always think about it's like youth and what's to come forth or who's dominating at the time. And I feel like that's what Dynasty is about. Who's dominating? John Moxley and his crew, Death Riders. That's a dynasty at this point. The Young Bucks, they're a dynasty too. So they end up coming to help the Young Bucks, and they trying to form another team. So then we think about the younger people, the younger talent, which is, part of your dynasty. That's how you end up growing, because everybody was talking about MJF, you talking about Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, and Jack Perry. Those four are not, they were the pillars, but they're not there now. So now think about Kyle Fletcher. Now you think about Megan Bain. Now you think about Speedball, who
old buddy Kevin Knight.
So I was talking about him, Kevin Knight. But Speedball, if you're talking about Speedball, Kenny Omega, Ricochet in the same match, and somehow everybody talks about Speedball, I think you did your job, bro. I think you did your job.
I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. So for those of y'all who play WWE 2K25, I have Speedball and Will Ospreay's Hidden Blade set as finishers. I got Speedball's little kick into the corner, then you do the backflip knee. That's on the game.
Oh, dang. Okay.
And they got Will Ospreay's Hidden Blade on there. And they got Will Ospreay's Stormbreaker on there. So, like, y'all can make these AEW people moves. They even got Swerve House Call on there now, and his stomp.
Another person that's part of the dynasty too. He's the face, I would say, of AEW right now. You got Kenny Omega, but he's older. You got John Moxley, he's older. Swerve is holding it down. Like I said, Megan Bain.
Shot gear.
Oh yeah, that static shot gear.
That static shot gear was phenomenal. Boy, I was like, okay, Swerve.
Yeah, he always doing it big when it comes to those big pay-per-views too. But Megan Bain, to me, Megan Bain was probably the most impressive one because she dominated the match. You normally don't see it in the Tony Storm match. She dominated Tony. And I don't like the ending because I know roll-ups are weird to me. Like a good match and then you end up rolling it up. But Tony's she's been practicing it. And I think that's just a part of the story because when she was Tony, the regular Tony Storm, when she was trying to find herself, she was doing the roll up pin. So that's just continuing on the story. But they always say AEW don't do stories, but I feel like that was just a continuation of the story, which is the main event. Because last time we seen the Young Bucks, they walked out supposedly they walked out because of the Death Riders, but we really don't know why they walked out. Now they come back and join forces with them. So now we got to see what happens. We saw Wednesday. I'm still okay with MJF and the Hurt Syndicate. I'm thinking that MJF and Bobby that's what's supposed to happen. It seems like somebody told me, I think it was in the video, they said MJF doing side quests. He kind of is. And it's
Bobby ready to throw that man through a wall, bro.
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I do agree. MJF do a side quest now. And like he said, but he kind of said it in his promo on Wednesday. He was like, he's like, he wanted me to join the Owen Hart and wrestle every night like some schlub. I'm like, he like, nah. MJF, like, man knows his worth. I would say that. But that man definitely knows his worth.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying his interactions with the Hurt Syndicate, but we all see it's going to end up, he going to do something to attack Lashley, because Lashley and Shelton ain't having it.
No.
Like, MVP, like, cool, but Lashley and Shelton, like, bro, you don't fit. You don't fit the mold. And again, you know what I'm saying? Holding out hope. Maybe Cedric. Maybe they already got another fourth member in mind that we really know about. I do like your take last time we spoke. I would like for them, if he wasn't tied up with Action Andretti right now, I would love for them to circle back to Leo.
Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, I'm sorry. No offense to Action Andretti. You had your one little moment where you beat Chris Jericho, and now you I feel like Leo is the better wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like you kind of hold Leo back, because now you got him, bro, y'all been tied up with Dante Martin and his brother for I don't know how long. I'm like, are y'all ever not going to be beefing? And now y'all got Nick Wayne and the Patriarchy tied up in this. I'm like, when is this feud going to be done? Y'all been feuding since y'all broke up. And then y'all already got like 2 victories over Top Flight. Like, why is this still happening?
Yeah, like they're fighting every week. Yeah.
So I'm like, what is the point of this? I was like, y'all need to have Action Andretti and Leo move on. Everybody need to just go their separate ways. Have maybe one more match and then just be done. Like, I don't know. Especially because your tag team division hurt, but you obviously can't feed Leo and Action Andretti to the Hurt Syndicate. And I would say same thing with Top Flight. You can't get them to the Hurt Syndicate without the Hurt Syndicate shipping them out for a few weeks too.
Yeah.
I was surprised we saw Big Bill and Brian Keith on Wednesday. I was like, wait, they just disappeared like everybody else.
Right. The Ocho's upset.
Ocho is mad. The Ocho is mad because he got caught cheating.
Where were you at? Like, he didn't have a match the same night, bro. Like,
where were you at? I'm like, what are you talking about? Where were you at? Did you not just berate us like 2 weeks ago?
I'm out here carrying this tag team match, bro. Where you was at? You feel me? You didn't. Your match was maybe an hour to an hour and a half after mine. Mm-hmm. If you would have showed up for mine, I maybe would have showed up for you. What up, Pablo? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta. You want me to scratch your back? I gotta be able. You gotta be able to scratch my back for me to scratch yours. That's normally how it goes, bro. But
the Chris Jericho match, I wish was sooner in the card.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not me taking away from because Bandito is the shit. I like Bandito. It's just, again, you put a match for the ROH World Title on an AEW pay per view.
It's because it's Chris Jericho.
Yeah. It's the Ocho, which is dumb. It just sounds like that ESPN network from Dodgeball.
They hate Jericho theme. Other than that, I'm cool with AEW, what they got going on. Go ahead. So I pretty much be saying, like, people, like what you were saying earlier, people just, it's some reason they, like, whenever they hear AEW, see AEW, it just ignites them, bro. It just like, oh my God, I can't believe that he did that. Like if somebody botches, oh, this is terrible. Jordan Grace just did it Tuesday, but she just threw
Yeah,
a man over
yeah,
the rope. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
yeah,
there's
yeah.
nothing is consistent when it comes to AEW, and I don't understand it. It's wrestling, bro, but that makes it seem to me that lets me know they are a threat. They feel like it's a
Mm-hmm.
threat, but AEW is just chilling. Like they just doing what they can. You know, you have your casual fans,
Yeah.
casual wrestling fans. You have your AEW diehards. You got your WWE diehards, and then you got people
Mm-hmm.
like you and me, and probably some other people that's watching. The people that just like all types of wrestling. Long as it's a good
Big facts.
product, we're not looking, bro. It's nothing is perfect. Hulk Hogan and
No.
and Andre the Giant is a top 5 or not top 10 WrestleMania match in
Yeah.
WWE's eyes. Do you think that if you go watch that match right now, you're probably gonna be like, "There's no way this match is top 10." Because they didn't do nothing because it was back in the day. So like you
Mm-hmm.
just can't be like, well, that's terrible. That's just how people like. It's not nothing is perfect. No match is perfect. No company is perfect because if it is, that would be the only place everybody would be at, and
Right.
that's not
Exactly.
the thing. And like what Pablo just said, we'll talk about that in a minute with the WWE. But that's the only problem with AEW in my eyes. They always got a problem whenever they do anything. It can be like anything. Like, why are you going to Texas? You could like, bro.
Who
It's
cares, bro? Like, what?
why
Like,
are you on
that's
TNT?
your issue?
Yeah,
That's your
like
issue,
it's
bro? Like,
always
there's
something, bro.
bigger things. There's bigger things to
What up,
worry
Phoenix?
about. Like,
Yeah,
it's the fandom is just so divided right now, bro. It's
mm-hmm.
crazy though. Like, why we can't just come together as a fandom? Like the last time I remember the IWC coming together is when WWE gave us shitty WWE 2K20. Bro, that was the last time I seen this fandom band together because we band together so quick to bully WWE and taking a year off, WWE 2K to take a year off and fix this game.
That don't
And
sound.
they did it.
Else,
And they did it.
that sound about right for especially a 2K game. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, now it's like, bro, you got to pick one side or the other. You either AEW or you WWE. No, you really don't. You can just enjoy wrestling.
Exactly.
Like you can just be a wrestling fan in the moment. I'm like, again, Cam, no, I don't really rock with Kyle Fletcher like that, but I text him and like while we were watching the match, I was like, damn, all right, Kyle, like you out here looking like a bootleg pink Power Ranger tonight, but
Exactly.
you killed it. And like I said in the text, I was like, I don't feel like the camera do this man size justice because at first I thought Kyle was small. Then like each time I see him like near somebody, I'm like, he kind of big. Hold on now,
bro, been in the gym, bro. Like I swear, I don't know. Like I wasn't really paying him no attention when he was with Osprey, but it seems like whenever they split up, bro got back in, bro got in the gym and started, getting a little bit more fit, got the haircut and everything like that. So he took the whole change of scenery different. Like he just, he did like a John Moxley when he was Dean Ambrose when he first came back. Everybody was like, God damn, that's Triple H. Like, yeah, that's pretty much what bro did. He been doing his thing.
I seen it, man. I ain't even know. I saw a clip. It was an old Don Callis clip. It was one of those AO moments with Don Callis, though. It was like he was with Takeshita and Fletcher in the back. He was like saying 2 men in their 20s. I ain't even know Takeshita was in his 20s. I thought Takeshita was older. So I didn't know Takeshita was that young. He was like, got 2 studs right here, oiled up, hot.
Oh,
I'm like, wait. I'm like, hey, yo, Don Callis.
Yeah.
I'm like, you talk about 2 men oiled up and being hot. I'm like, bro, calm down.
That's crazy.
Calm down, Don Callis. But I was like, just finding out Takeshita is not as old as I thought.
Yeah, that is wild.
Because I'm like, damn, Takeshita in his 20s? I'm like, okay. I'm like, shit, he still got plenty of career left. But then I'm like thinking to when he first came over to AEW and he wasn't with the Don Callis family yet. They were kind of like talking about how young he was.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, you got 2 young people in your faction. They are clearly the stars of your faction. Yeah. Like we ain't think about Brian Cage and Lance Archer, bro. Ain't nobody think about them. Mark Davis just got hurt in his match with Hobbs.
Damn.
So he out for a bit. I don't know how long, but he got hurt during that match. The Don Callis family could do a lot, man.
Mm-hmm.
Don Callis is a great mouthpiece for that group, especially as a heel.
Yeah, I don't want to do nothing else but the heel work. Don't go to face.
Yeah, no, I don't even think Don Callis could pull off being the face.
Yeah. And just think he had all three of them: Ospreay,
Yeah.
Fletcher, and and he had Omega. He had all four of them at one point.
That man was cooking for a minute. Imagine if this man, like I know Will Ospreay cooking as a face. Imagine this man got the United Empire back together under the Don Callis family.
Yeah. Be nice.
But I get it. Ospreay and Fletcher and Davis. Ospreay just at odds with everybody, the major players in that group. So,
yeah.
But like I said, I enjoy AEW. I see, again, like we're going to touch on the Megan Bayne thing. I see why Toni Storm won that way. Because, again, Toni Storm was a smaller opponent. Megan Bayne was dominating that match, like you said.
God, she's a big bitch. Yeah. I love Toni Storm.
Toni Storm. And that's what I'm saying, man. Another thing with the AEW hate, like, we don't get timeless Toni Storm had she stayed in WWE.
No.
Ricochet is a prime example of leaving and evolving. Like, you gave Ricochet a direction and character. Swerve.
Mercedes.
Like, I feel like there's so many good things that happen with these, like, your favorites from WWE leaving and, like, betting on themselves, essentially.
Yeah.
And you're not going to tell me, like, that, bro, Ricochet is killing it, bro. Ricochet is on a different plane from where he was on WWE. Same thing with Toni Storm. Toni Storm was still just like, oh, cool. She the rock star.
She was another wrestler, bro.
Yeah.
She was another wrestler on the roster. Yeah.
Now she came and evolved into a different character, which is already hard in and of itself in wrestling, to change your character completely. So I'm like, we can't say AEW is terrible and not look at all the good they've done for some of these former WWE talents. Where would Swerve be had he stayed on the main roster not doing nothing? With a hit road that was gone. Like, they released his crew. He was just by himself. So would he be down with Ashanti Adonis trying to get some other blonde chick like in NXT? Like, Ashanti ain't doing nothing.
He don't even wrestle, bro. He's just just the side man or whatever.
Yeah. So I'm like, we can't keep giving AEW crap now. Am I personally a fan of this Death Riders thing? No. Like, it just ain't doing it for me. I'm like...
And before you say that, though, real quick.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
Before you, say that, Jon Moxley is doing great work. All right? Not the Death Rider. I'm talking about Jon Moxley in the ring, whenever he talks, his promos. But everybody wants this man to be back in WWE so bad. To do what?
For
to do what? He's already doing big work at AEW. So what do you want him to do? To help Roman out? No, that's going back down to stooping down to a level that he is already surpassed. Bro is at the top of his game. He's number one in AEW right now. You want him to go back down to number 2 to Roman. Because he's gonna be number 2, however you look at it. He's gonna be number 2.
Yeah.
So just like Sean says, like you said, you want to see some Shield? Hey, go turn your TV on, go to YouTube, type in the Shield. I'm telling you, whatever you see on that screen is going to be better than what you see right now. Roman can't do what he used to do. Seth damn sure can't do what he used to do.
No.
John can't do what he used to do.
No.
If you want to see some Shield, go type it in. Because Seth was flying like crazy. He can't do that no more because of the injuries.
No.
Roman, the leukemia, he's not going to be doing that. John Moxley look crazy self. He might be able to still do it, but not really. Bro, they're all older. Yeah. They're like, 10 years? 10 years?
Yeah.
reunion. Like, bro, they're not gonna
You
do that again.
you see, John Moxley don't even really do the little. He used to do the little jumping
Yeah.
elbow in front of when the person was standing. He used to do
What
the
about the rope?
suicide
Does he
dive,
do the rope anymore? Like
the
the
like
little.
where he bounced off the
Yeah,
rope and
he
hit
only
you with
do
the
it. He only
clothesline.
do
I
that.
haven't seen that in a minute. Actually,
That
no, I ain't
probably was
seen that
hurting
move in
him.
a minute. Yeah,
Yeah.
that move. Yeah, I ain't seen him do that move. I swear it's been some years, man. I feel like
Same.
that was, and I feel like that was like a face move for him. That was
Oh
like
yeah,
his
true.
that was a face in his
Yeah.
face move set. I feel like he cooking as a heel right now,
Now I agree
and
with
that's
Pablo though. Go ahead.
what he
I'll
say.
tell you what he said. Roman versus Seth versus Moxley. Now if they did that for one match, all right, I'm cool with
Yeah,
that. Not no teaming
perfect.
up together. If they want to fight each other, down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm down for that. But yeah, go
Maybe
ahead.
settle
Hussein.
some beefs,
Yeah.
some out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'll be
Yeah.
okay with that. But right now, Moxley is cooking. Now the Death Riders, it's too many strong dudes in that group, minus Yuta, for
Even
them to
Marina,
keep.
she's tougher than him. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hate seeing let's beat somebody up and run. I'm like, that just make y'all look weak to me, bro. I'm like, y'all running, y'all just beat down Samoa Joe and Hook and Shibata, and then y'all running away the moment they get back up. Like, y'all have them outnumbered.
Yeah. That is weird, especially when you. I mean, I guess heels do take they do, tail, but it's like
But y'all can't
y'all
paint
ain't.
yourself as this
Yeah.
badass group and y'all running from everybody the
Right.
moment they get up and start
Right.
trying to, like, Hook was still down after you slammed him on the chair. So you still had the numbers.
Right. Right. Yeah.
I
Sean
was like,
said he don't like Yuta. You don't like Yuta either. He said he look like a
nobody,
kid,
man.
a little kid compared to anyone else.
Fact, bro. I tell you, he just looked like a little depressed emo kid who just grew his hair out over his eyes. He just
He
looked dumb.
need a haircut bad. Yeah.
And I'm like, I get it. You trying to portray this heel persona, but like, bro, you could have kept the fresh cut and still been a heel. I just, like I said, like we said in the last live, Wheeler Yuta had his best moment at AEW where he was with Orange Cassidy and the Best Friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's when, I don't know when the crowd really soured on Yuta, like when they kind of turned on him, but I think they were done with him before that.
Probably so. It just was
I
like
think they
final
were
straw.
done with him before that. I think Daniel Bryan was just like the nail in the coffin for him. And now they like, bro, get the hell out of here. Like, you had Claudio in the ring with Yuta. The crowd was just chanting F you Yuta. I'm like
Right. That was insane. Sean said, "Hey, bro, that spot with Hook took the chair."
ooh. Yeah, when he did the Gotch style, I forget what he called that damn move. I forget what he called that move, the Eliminator or something. I forget what he called that
Yeah.
move, but
I
that
got you,
move he
Pablo.
always used to do. Yeah, he did that on the chair. I was like, damn. I was like, you had them on the bar, on the crossbar, on the bottom of the
Neutralizer, he
chair.
said.
Yeah, the neutralizer. There we go.
Right. Pablo,
I was like, damn.
Pablo said, "How Edge and Bobby Lashley? How are they doing? Are they doing good, or should they return to WWE?"
Bobby's fine.
Yeah, yeah,
Bobby
yeah.
need to stay
I
where
don't
he
think
at.
coming back anyway. He don't like Triple H anyway, and business.
Edge, or Cope, whatever the hell name he
Yeah,
going
Coke,
by
Coke,
these
Coke,
days.
Coke.
FTR, I called that shit from jump. I was like, as
Hey,
soon as they
yeah.
lost that match, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
FTR about to beat the dog out of this man.
You seen that about a month ago? Whenever
Yeah,
about a couple weeks ago, whenever he pushed the Edge, or
yeah.
what? I guess from the last pay per view, right? The last
Mm.
no, that match. Yeah, it was the Wednesday, the Dynamite match. That one. Yeah.
Anybody who thought Cash Wheeler was going to turn on Dax, it was smoking the
Oh
strongest of strong.
Nah.
I was like, they've been together. Wait, and how would that make sense? He just gonna go start teaming with Edge now? Like what? Like,
Nah, Cope and Christian probably gonna team up together. That's exactly what he
hey, just
went to AEW for. So that's most likely what's going to happen.
bring my boy back. Best turtleneck in the game. Bring my boy back, man.
Yeah. That's most likely what's going to happen. But
you gotta make it make sense though. You gotta make it make sense though. If you gonna do it, you can't just be like, "Oh, he face now." All of a sudden,
right. I'm pretty sure a lot of people gonna have some ill will about it, but because it's going, this doesn't make sense. But I mean, a lot
That's
of
the
stuff.
main reason he went back to the company. He made it quite clear.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see how it go, man. Let's shift to NXT. We'll talk about Raw later. So let's shift to NXT because we got some interesting things now. You said last week about Jordan Grace. I don't know, it was Sunday, might have been Sunday. You said something about Jordan Grace.
Yeah.
Now, you said she needs to deserve her shot, or not that, but she jumped in the line. All right, she jumped in the gun.
Yeah.
She ended up having a fight with Jada Parker, which that match was very physical. I liked what I seen from the jump. These two women were going at it. Jada Parker is getting better in the ring. She's already pretty good on the mic. I'm liking what I'm seeing with her growth and her development for sure.
Yep.
But the match got interrupted because obviously Stephanie was out there, and those two, Jordan and Jada, they just seemed like, you know, was it Jada that got in front of Stephanie? I think that's what happened.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like, she did. Stephanie should have just sat the hell down.
Yeah, stood up, I think.
Yeah. Like, why you put your hands on Jada? I was like, I'm tired of y'all. I'm telling y'all, just like Miss Parker say, y'all need to stop playing with Miss Parker, bro. Yeah. I'm telling y'all need to stop. Y'all keep playing with this woman like she weak. She tell you she go slap you. She go slap you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what happened. She slapped her. That's right. Mm-hmm.
She slapped the taste out of Julia now.
Only thing I don't like,
or not Julia, Stephanie.
Jada's matches, especially big ones, she always tweaking. I don't know if that's just like a something they want her to learn how to sell, but every time something's always hurting, leg, arm, and it's like, I don't know if that's just they feel like she's just that good that she's got to hold off, and it's got to be some type of injury that's going on. Because remember when she fought Roxanne, injury, like selling the injury. I'm like, damn, like every time you got a big match, she did the same thing when she fought Stephanie. Really too, she was lingering the injury, and I'm like, every time you fight a big match, you can't, ain't no way like your leg hurt, your arm hurt, you know, like you tweak it, and I'm like, all right, well, like anytime she fight anybody else, she don't be tweaking. And I was like, okay, all right. I'm like,
I think Jada need to not change her style up a little bit. Her style fits her. One thing the only critique I have for Jada Parker, for me, you got to change your finisher, bro.
Oh, they hypnotic, yeah.
I don't like it, bro. I get it, man. People, and I'm sure some dude came up with it in the back, talking about, oh yeah, we got to use your butt as a weapon, like just like whoever came up with Naomi using the rear end. I was like, oh, you got a big butt, let's use that as your finisher. Like, let's just make it original. I'm sure she got something like this. Let's just change the finisher, like especially if you're supposed to be that like in between a face and a heel, like you need something more devastating. Like it seemed like every time you go for it in a big match, you miss.
Sean's stupid. Yeah.
What's Sean over there? Sean over there talking smack, bro.
He said that finish a week and then let me get a match with her. So I thought about this though, because now I'm thinking about what you're saying. She can use that as a signature.
Yeah.
But she has another signature, and I feel like it doesn't. She does. So they always, the way the NXT has it, when she does the high step. I don't even know what that move's called, by the way. When she put them on the second,
and then jumps up and like sits on them. It's kind of like a variation of what Sasha used to do with the knees.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. They always go to commercial after that. That should be like her signature. Like soon as she hits her with it, now she should be setting up for whatever her finisher is. But every time she does that, they go to commercial break. I feel like that should be her signature. Like, you know, a Seth Rollins Falcon Arrow, Roman Reigns Superman punch. He's setting it up for something else. You know, that should be something how she does that. Like when she hit.
Don't give her a pounce.
Yeah.
As long as they don't give her a pounce. I'm tired of them giving black wrestlers the pounce. Like every black wrestler don't need to do a variation of the pounce. Like Keith Lee had one.
Oh yeah.
Damn, Bianca did it for a little
what's his name?
bit.
Dawkins, he got one.
Dawkins got one. I'm like, every black wrestler don't need to be Monty Brown. Good. Willow uses it now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, everybody, all the black wrestlers. Why is this the number one go-to move for black wrestlers, the pounce? And I get it. Monty Brown made that move famous, but everybody can't be Monty Brown.
That's right. That's right.
And like,
Go ahead.
Jada got the little. Jada need to do something that play in the stuff she like too. Like I like the name of the movie. The Hypnotic is dope. That's a dope name. But like you need to come. Your favorite game is GTA. Remember, come up with a move and call it GTA.
Yeah, that'd be
You
I would
know,
like that. Something like she pick him up because she got the strength, pick him up and drop him
yeah.
or something like that. A lumbar where she, hit him with the hit him, throw him, hit him with their knees, something like that. Yeah.
Something like just something different. Like the finisher is weak, and I gotta agree with Sean. Even when she tried to do it, the Jordan Grace in the back where she was up against the steel door, I'm like, even if you would have hit it, that would look weak as hell. Right. Like,
and she looks tired by the time because she looked super tired when she was trying to do it Tuesday. By the time she get it done, she look exhausted doing it. It's like,
I'm like it happened. It's supposed to be her finisher, but like she essentially running the ropes full speed, and I'm like, by the time we get to
I ain't gonna say
where she need to do it, she looked like she.
I don't think she be running, bro. I don't think she be running like she can.
Nah, see, that's why I said she need to change the finisher.
Yeah. I think she be jogging when she do that.
Because I think she be trying to hit it just right, but it's also like the timing of her opponent got to be on par with her speed as well.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I'm just like, I love Jada Parker. Jada Parker is, again, I like the attitude of Jada. I like the whole clock it, like, oh, don't play with me, clock it. Yeah, I like the whole Jada whole vibe I'm here for. Right. I see they changed their music and got rid of the OTM graphic on her Titantron though.
Yeah, it's been like that for whenever they broke, well, I ain't say broke up, but whenever like she started doing stuff on her own and she got a bigger name, that's when they had changed that to it. Yeah. Chris said
those boys could have been something.
Yeah. I don't even know where they've been at. They should be a part of this tag team thing they got going on too. Chris said it's like black heroes in comic books all having electric abilities when it comes to you.
That is very true. Yeah. Well, see, that's why like, okay. That's why I've seen several people in the comic space and anime space. They go to these conventions and they like, can you name me 5 black superheroes without lightning abilities? And I tell you, when people struggle, they struggle because you can barely name one. And I'm like, I got one off. Mr. Terrific. That's it. I can't really think of nobody else.
You say Falcon Arrow?
Falcon.
Falcon. I'm gonna say, is he originally black? Okay.
Yeah, Falcon. You can say Falcon.
Okay.
Because I'm like, but like, you got to think, you got Static Shock, Black Lightning.
I already know. Yeah.
Like it's like, all right, yeah.
Black Adam.
I guess we all Black Adam. We all got that. We all got that trope. I guess the trope is like, hey, we could just control lightning. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
But the pounce need to be. And I guess it also can't be as devastating if you give it to somebody else. Like, I don't know. I can't see a white dude doing it. I guess if you really go be real, like I can't.
That's why they give Braun Breaker the spear.
Maybe like an Otis. I can see Otis maybe pulling it off.
Oh yeah. I can see Otis doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see Otis pulling it off. Bro, I ain't even gonna talk about Braun Breaker, bro. What up, DeMarcus?
Sean said that Julia heel turn was kind of underwhelming. What you think?
Is she actually turned a heel, or did she just kind of was like, all right, I'm done trying to be friends with everybody? Like she said, no friends, rematch. I mean, I guess you could say she turned heel because she was rocking the signature black, like every heel in every wrestling company. So you could say, even though we ain't talking about Raw right now, we saw Bianca in all black.
Yeah.
So
she got no pop too when she came out.
Who, Bianca?
No, Julia.
Julia, no,
like,
she
it
didn't
was
get no
like
pop.
It's Julia. Who? Oh wait,
yeah.
It is her. She got blue hair. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, she got the O after she dropped Stephanie though.
Yeah.
She got or she got the little surprise pop because nobody was really expecting her to do that. Everybody's like, oh, they friends, cool. She came to help her friend. And she just dropped her.
Hold on, real quick. My bad.
Yeah.
I got you, Papa. Hold on. Chris said he's absolutely willing to work with Jada to find a new finisher. I'm pretty sure everyone would be willing to work with. So look, we're gonna ask. I'm gonna ask Pat this because he asked me this, and I'm gonna give you the answer, but I'm gonna see what Pat says. So
Yeah.
Pablo watched our video. He said, "Why did y'all grade AJ and Logan a F?" This is off storytelling now, not the match. Storytelling. So go ahead, Pat. See what grade do you give the storytelling wise, AJ and Logan?
Bro, it's an F. If F minus, if I could go any lower.
Damn, I don't think I've ever seen an F minus. I've seen F pluses. I ain't lie. I used to hate teachers do that. Like, what's an F plus?
What's an S?
What's an F plus, bro?
It's an A for effort. That's what it was. It's an A for effort. That's why the plus is like, all right, you gave it your best. So let me give you something that looks somewhat positive. I'm gonna say an F minus, bro. Because let's be real. What build up did we have for this? Like, where's the storytelling? Why are they facing each other? You could say that little BS segment they had on SmackDown, but that wasn't nothing. That was just Logan talking shit, really. That was just Logan doing what he do to everybody when he pop up. He just talks shit. And then I'm like, again, this is me saying you just tossing matches in there now. It's like the Rey Mysterio and El Grande match.
That one at least has a story.
It has a story, but why?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Sean said, "What even happened at Madison Square?" I can't remember something with Andrew, right? The podcast.
Yeah, Andrew Schultz. Oh man,
that's where it started at, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
Or in the backstage. Was it backstage?
I don't. Oh, it was that little tiny backstage segment he had with AJ. It was like a small segment, and I think it was like when Logan was coming back, and he had he said some words to AJ backstage, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, maybe he just, again, this was me just thinking Logan just talking shit to everybody because he was talking shit to somebody prior to that too. So I was like, I feel like they were just hoping for an opponent for him.
Sean said it comes from Logan eliminating AJ shit. I don't even remember he did that. But
he did that in the Royal Rumble?
I forgot he did that. Yeah.
Why are we waiting this long to bring it back up there? I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, the Rumble the Rumble done marinated and disappeared from everybody's mind.
Yeah. So, okay, yeah, Sean Wilder. All right, so he said grade Drew and Damian. I'll go first. So if WWE is smart, right, I would go back to last year, and I think they have done that. So if you're going back to last year, storytelling wise, Drew and Damian, that's like a B plus. Now I don't know. It depends on what happens tomorrow. I'm gonna stay right now at a B plus because of going off what happened last year, because that's where it started at to me, where Damian ended up taking the title from him, and that's how it started. That's how they caught back up, because Drew ended up beating up Damian. He was like, "You took everything from me, and now I'm finna take everything from you." And
then he eliminated. We forget.
Yeah,
we forget Damian eliminated him in the Rumble.
Was it Rumble and Elimination Chamber too? Right?
Yeah, he eliminated the Rumble and the Chamber. So I'm like, there's already a story there. So I'm
gonna go with B plus. Depending on what they do, I'm expecting for it to be better, because I think the match will be good. I will grade that later at a later date on the match wise, but like for the storytelling, I think if they come out with a good segment, because Drew is still dealing with his eye, and like for real, like he's still hurt with that eye. Mm-hmm. So,
so they get me started. They had that man looking like Camacho with that eye patch.
So if they come out with something nice, promo wise, and it's not just them fighting each other, like they, because I'm not a promo guy, but I've got into it because that's the biggest thing WWE got going on. So if they start and they say some stuff that's make you okay, I can't wait to see this match. They start doing that, then it might go up a little bit, but right now it's a B plus.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a B, just a little solid B.
Yeah.
But like again, it makes sense though. Like whereas Logan Paul and AJ is just kind of okay. Like what was the build? What was the big thing that got them here? Like we know what got Damian and Drew here. Damian messed Drew up several times, like the cash in, the elimination for the Rumble, the elimination from the Chamber. Like, he, again, Drew is crashing out because again, someone has cost him everything, like Roman in the bloodline.
And if you think about it, this story actually has been going on for 2 years. Because when Damian was trying to cash in, guess who was in front of him? Drew. So honestly, yeah, storytelling wise,
this can go back to the Judgment Day.
Exactly.
Go back to when Damian was in the Judgment Day.
Yeah, he was trying to cash in. Drew was there every time to make sure he didn't cash in. So yeah, I get that at B+. He said, "Is this still the worst road to WrestleMania?"
I'm gonna be real. Stand and Deliver is about to crush WrestleMania, bro. And it ain't even 2 nights.
Yeah.
Stand and Deliver is on par to be better than Mania.
They might just only have 5-6 matches, too.
I do agree this is probably one of the worst bills to WrestleMania. And you kind of got a wrench thrown in your plans with KO being out, having to go get that neck surgery. Randy again now taking off the card. We don't know if they're gonna do something with him and Nick Aldis last minute.
They thinking about it. I have seen some stuff today. They thinking about it.
So I mean, we it's just again, it's like the Rey and El Grande match. I don't need to see that at Mania. Like, and then if you, I get it, it's a singles match. So if it's just a singles match, it's predictable either way. If you made it mask versus mask, we know Rey winning that match, and he gonna take his mask off. If it's a singles match, we know Rey possibly gonna win that match and then take that mask off. Now, the only thing that would be dope is somehow El Grande managed to win, or they make a switch mid-match, and then when he go to unmask him, it's not Chad Gable.
Yeah, do like a little Bella twin.
It's like maybe maybe be Julius Creed or something.
Yeah.
Even though Julius like way taller than Chad, but we would know it was Brutus if he made that switch because Brutus is bigger.
Yeah, right.
But like maybe if you do something like that to where like oh my God, he unmasked, it's not Chad Gable. So then now you continue in the story past Mania. But I don't need that match. Again, I say this, and I said this before. I never thought I'd see
Gulf America. It's funny, my bad. I got y'all. I'm holding it in. Go ahead, Pat.
And then I'm gonna be real. I never thought I'd see the day where Miss Ripley complained her way into a match.
White privilege. I hate to say that, but
yeah,
I love Rhea Ripley, but
she complained her way all the way. She Charlotte Flair her way into that match.
Yeah, straight Karen to Charlotte Flair for sure.
And Bianca called her out on it too. She was like, "I don't need to hear you talk. You don't whine enough to get here."
Go ahead and sign it, girl.
Yeah, she did. Hey, Bianca was speaking facts. You whined like crazy to get that match.
I feel like that was a waste of time, though. I mean, we did it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
like we literally did that 2 weeks ago.
And you kind of, again, you shit on the chamber because the point of the chamber was to see who faced EO.
Damn, you shit on the chamber and the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you kind of messed your own stories up, and like now it's like, are we getting hints of Bianca turning heel? Was she really now? And again, she's not involved, but she's still tied up in that Jade and Naomi storyline, whether you want to accept it or not. So, like,
they need to fight separate nights. By the way,
yes, they don't need to be on the same.
I seen a video. Tyler Suplex, I think his name. He pretty good dude on his content, but he was saying like, yeah, I think that triple threat match should start. That triple threat match should start night 2, and then after that, Naomi versus Jade. I'm like, first of all, they're not doing 2 back-to-back women matches. They don't do that. They're not doing 2 women back, and they're definitely not going to do Bianca and then add Jade and Naomi. That's too much color in 1 hour. No, ma'am, no sir.
They already at their quota. Y'all can't be doing that. Yeah, their quota.
We go. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna throw it. We're gonna split it up a little bit. That's too much color one time. Nah, we gotta. Yeah. So I think what's gonna happen, Jade and Naomi, they're probably gonna fight night 1.
I swear to God, though, if I see another match I swear to if not even Bianca, if Naomi and Jade match is sponsored by another damn chicken spot, I'm gonna be like, we gotta stop. We gotta stop. Y'all been doing this for like 3 years now. Ever since y'all started this, this match is sponsored by so and so. Every time black people in the ring is sponsored by a chicken spot, whether it be Wingstop, Buffalo Wild Wings, KFC,
Snickers.
Popeyes.
Like Michael will be saying it. Snickers.
Yeah, I'm like, what? I'm like, watch. I guarantee you,
they know
it's gonna be Wingstop. It's gonna be Wingstop.
When I hear it, I'm gonna be like, "Yep, that was right. There you go. There you go." Bojangles,
fresh lemon paper wings.
Yep. He said, "Dave's hot chicken." They be having all that. Okay.
Oh, raisin canes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, my bad. Sean said back to the NXT. How you feel about Dark State first match? My bad.
Beautiful. I mean, look. Given it was their first match, were some spots a little sloppy? Yeah, but it was their first like real legit match where they wouldn't like just attacking somebody and bouncing. I thought that match was good. I thought they looked good as a team. The 3 guys I thought were gonna be in the match weren't in the match. I thought it was definitely gonna be the 3 black dudes.
Yeah, but the white dude look. I don't know if that's the camera, but bro, they be making bro white dude look big as hell, bro.
Yeah, he looked big. I'm like. When he was in the backstage segment though, he looked smaller.
That's
so I'm like, I don't know. What is it? Is it the cameras y'all using?
It's gotta be, bro. Because Saquon and Trick look the same size. It's like the same size. I'm like, there's no way, bro.
Saquon, don't get me started. Saquon looked good in that match. Saquon was carrying that match for Dark State, bro.
Yeah, Sean said he's gonna be a huge star. Just need a little better attire. A lot of people was talking about that half corduroy outfit.
Yeah, I see he had to why is it also, again, another black dude trope? Why is it that the black dude with the attitude always got to be in overalls?
Exactly.
Did we not do that with Ashanti the Adonis?
Yeah, he did, right?
You did it with JTG? Actually,
they do it with
one of Wesley's dudes wears overalls. I'm telling you, bruh. I'm like, really? I was like, don't we got enough dudes in WWE NXT doing the overalls look right now?
Yeah, for sure.
Did Saquon wrestle in the do-rag?
Yes.
He had the do-rag on? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I swear I saw
that. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, YouTube. Maybe you can blurt that out, bro. That is niggatry. You feel me? That is straight
in its finest. At its finest.
That is something I would do. You know, like, hey, put a do-rag on. Yeah, we finna fight with the do-rag on. Yeah, that is straight niggatry, bro.
I'm still sticking with my theory, bro. Javon is something like Sean said. Saquon is good, but he need more work. I'm like, Javon,
he look good in that match.
Being the just random surprise member of that group would make so much sense.
But again,
or if you really calling Trick Mello leading Trick leading a young group of guys would also make sense. Both of these guys have, and then you also made a valid case for Stacks.
Yeah, I was about to say that. You see, he was at the end. Who was talking? Yeah.
You also made a valid case for Stacks, who has been at this sus with the family. What's Sean over? I know it's Sean.
It's just Chris. It's Chris. He said all the thing was missing was a chicken ad on that match.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. You had Saquon. Saquon was in the blackest of black of all stereotypes. Overalls, do-rag, got braids. And the dude with the most street attitude out of all of them.
You know what? They made sure that white dude was on there. Because that was going to be 6 black people in the ring. I thought about that.
Oh, yeah.
I just thought about that. Yeah. Yep. They made sure, hey, sir.
Too much color. Hey, we are past the quota. We got to.
It's already 5. I don't even know who the referee was. It might have been a black dude. Yeah. They're like, hey, it's too much going on.
We had our quota. It's max. Yeah. Too much color.
Sean, what are you doing? I can't see. How many is it?
And be like, you seen that movie, Glory Road, about where he started the first 5 black players in college? Like, that's what they were saying. I'm like, hold on now.
Anything?
I
I'm
was
trying to
like,
think. Anything else happened? I think everything
I
else
saw
was kind of like
last. What
some.
was last? I saw like I don't know. It was probably a commercial break thing for international. I saw they had some type of little small segment with Lash and
Yeah, they still trying to
Fatal
figure.
Attraction
Yeah,
and Roxanne somehow
yeah,
getting
they trying
involved.
to
Talking about she
figure
don't got a
out.
tag partner.
Yeah, so they trying to figure out who was gonna be the last two people in the ladder match, and they were saying that because Jasmine, which is Sean's girl,
Mm-hmm.
she did pretty good against Soul, but that's Soul Ruka, you know what I'm saying? Soul Ruka caught her with the Soul Snatcher.
The Soul
So
Snatchers.
yeah, so she ended up being in that match, and she put herself in the match. Oh yeah, we gonna talk about that too. Yeah, that's right. My bad. Appreciate that, Chris. So she ended up getting that match lost, and then they was in the backstage. So Fallon and JC wanted to be a part of the next one. And it was like, well, Lash said, I want to be a part of the ladder match. And then that's when Roxanne came in, and then boom. Yeah, that's what they were saying about that.
All right. So I mean, Roxanne don't need to be in the match. I love her to death, but Roxanne don't need to be in that match. If you're gonna put anybody in there, and if it's gonna be somebody from Fatal Attraction, it should be the person who been taking the back seat anytime
JC.
she been in the group, JC Jane. You can also make strong cases for maybe Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you just throwing tag teams in there, I mean, we know if you're gonna put anybody in there, it's gonna be Lash over Jakara.
Mm-hmm.
And Fallon already had her turn. Jasmine Nix already had her turn, so it just makes sense for JC.
And
Roxanne
Lola.
don't need to be in another title match,
Right.
bro. She dominated that division for so long to the point where why is she still in NXT?
All right. Zarya, she was the first one to qualify. She in that match.
Yeah. Zarya finally. She need to be in that match.
She beat Lash, right?
Yeah.
So Lash don't need to be in that either. Yeah, she beat Lash.
She did beat Lash. Yeah, she beat Lash.
So
that's crazy.
So your girl Cora don't get a shot. Lola don't get a shot. Come on, where them two at?
I'm like, how's Cora Jade not in this match? How's Cora Jade not involved in this at all? Again, that Fatal 4-Way was for nothing there. You had Cora Jade, you had that big moment and win that Fatal 4-Way for nothing.
Yeah, her and Lola and catering right now.
Yeah, I'm like, you put Cora over in TNA. She had a little feud for the TNA Women's Champion. We knew she wasn't going to win that match because y'all ain't swapping titles like that. And you had her, she came back, won that Fatal 4-Way, and now y'all like, all right, forget Cora.
All right. Crazy.
So I'm just like, man, I don't know what y'all gonna do. I mean, look. So did they make a Fatal 4-Way for? Yeah. Because Stephanie said she won all of them. Yeah, Stephanie said she won all of them. Yeah,
I like that too.
I like that. She not gonna lose the match, but I like it.
Hey, we thought the same thing. I mean, I would doubt she will lose it that fast too after she dropped the first one. But you know, we thought the same thing with Trick when he fought that Fatal 4-Way and Ethan Page won. So you never know.
Yeah,
with Sean.
It looked like they setting up maybe like a 5-way for Ricky Saints, man.
It's a 1-on-1.
It's a 1-on-1. Okay.
Yeah, this Tuesday, those four are fighting each other to see who faces them, which will probably be Ethan Page. I'm
gonna give it to Eddie Thorpe, man. Eddie Thorpe leaning to that Native American blood. I like that. He's like, another greedy white man. I was like, whoa.
That's funny though. Okay.
I was whoa, Eddie Thorpe. I'm like, okay. I'm here with you, bro. He was like, Eddie Thorpe. I like that they leaning into his Native American ancestry, bro.
So it's fine that he put the strap on Trick now. Then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know about his nationality. I thought it was a white man. I thought that was crazy, bro.
I kind of figured because he always wear that neck piece. That's a Native American neck piece.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So I was like, all right, he got and he bro kind of light skinned a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you look at Eddie Thorpe, he kind of light skinned a little bit.
He ain't straight white, but just at a naked eye, he looking like, damn, why do I mean with a strap on a black man?
I'm like,
Black History Month.
I can't knock it now because I'm like, his people known for scalping people and shit. So I'm like, Native Americans, and I like that they leaning into it because I'm like, yeah. He was like, y'all took my land. I was like, get it. I was like, all right. I was like, all right, Eddie. I was like, you came out here just ready to just go off. I'm like, all right, Eddie, I'm gonna let you have it.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
What's up?
Terry was like they heavily referenced him in being Native American.
Yeah.
They just don't show him on the screen enough, so I don't really be paying attention.
And it's kind of like how he dressed. How he dressed a little bit kind of
I can see it now. The tattoo, I think. I think he got a tattoo on his arm. Yeah, I see it now.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right. Look, Eddie Thorpe, from where he came from to now, is leaps and bounds. Because I remember Eddie Thorpe where he was just jobbing the people. He was just there.
Let me see what you're saying. Oh, he said she's gonna end up pinning Jade.
Who?
Stephanie.
Oh, she gonna pin Jada?
Yeah, Jada. My bad. Yeah, I read it wrong. Jada. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
That's not what you said. You did say that. You said she's gonna end up pinning Jada. What? I don't know what you said. Sean be tripping. That is about Eddie.
Oh.
Let me see.
They got me when I need to hit.
I don't see it.
There we go.
I don't see it. I don't see that part. They said, I think he said something about swipe right. That's not who said something about swipe right. Wait. Yeah, it was Sean. It says something about swipe right, and I know you would tell your backstory about swipe right.
Oh yeah, swipe right. So the brunette, Ricky Smokes, he trained up here at the school I used to train at up here. I actually hit him up and told him I saw his match, and I was like, "Yo, bro, y'all was killing it, bro. Y'all was hit Fraxium. Y'all was on par with the tag champs." I said it was a great match. I told him it was a great match. I was like, "I can't wait to see what else you do." He was like, "Thanks, bro." He was like, "Appreciate it." He was like, he hit me back up today again. Like I said, I was like, I know he busy now because he in the WWE ID program. He doing Evolve. So I'm like, just the fact that he take the time to hit me back up, I'm like, cool. Because I'm like, bro, I'm going to be checking you out. Because I'm like, the moment they let this man go solo, he plays the, like, good-looking, like, heel very well. He plays that role very well. Hence the name Ricky Smokes. Because he used to, when he was in his indies, he called himself the Smoke Show. So, Ricky Smokes.
Yeah. I like that name.
So, and the name, I like the name. It fits the group. Swipe right. Yeah. They both young. So what you think most young kids are doing? They on their dating apps.
Yeah. He said it reminds him of TJP.
Yep. I missed that, man. But
it's good. I like the whole match was like a 5-minute match, no commercials.
Yeah.
Straight gas the whole way. I like
very solid.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Ricky Smokes, I was like, he got potential to be a star, man. If he go in the right direction, keep working as hard as I know he has to get where he is, I see no reason why he can't just work his way up to be a big star. Right. And I would love to see him and Melo meet back up because, again, Melo trained at the same school up here. So it would be nice to see him and Melo eventually have a match with each other, kind of just be like, oh, they used to be training partners type shit, blah, 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 blah.
Got time, though. He say he young, so.
Yeah,
they got a lot of young talent in WWE. They just ain't showing it. You just have to go deep dive and, LFG and Evolve and WID. They got a lot of young talent in NXT, of course, so.
Shawn Michaels got a revolving door talent coming in, man. I'm telling you, he got LFG, Evolve, the talent all in NXT. Shawn just gonna have people circulating stars in and out of them promotions that NXT, bro. So like NXT is going nowhere but up. It's just, again, I feel bad for some of these stars who get called up. Because it's like, then you end up taking a back burner to the Seth Rollins, the CM Punks, the Roman Reigns, the Cody Rhodes, the Braun Breakers, the Pentas, the Doms, like all these guys you can name. And I'm just like, I don't again, like we both said, NXT don't need no call ups this year in the draft. Just leave it alone. Like NXT should not be involved. Because we know the moment you call somebody up, the only person that need to come up, I would say, is Roxanne.
Yeah, and they already did it, but then they brought it back.
And then they brought it back. Who knows? Anyways,
got nothing for them. They might just. That might have just been a little thing about that.
Yeah, with her and Bailey.
Yeah, Pablo, we gonna talk about that next week. All the predictions for WrestleMania will be next week.
Next week.
All your questions with that, we'll have that for next week. The card will be fully good to go.
Fully announced.
Yeah. So
we know who's gonna be facing who. We got SmackDown tomorrow. So
Trick,
things are coming.
I think he need to stay where he at.
Trick needs to stay on. No, Trick needs to stay on NXT. He not ready, bro.
Yeah.
His promo skills still ain't on par.
As soon as he get down there, he gonna go. It's gonna the same thing that happened to Trick. Melo is gonna happen to Trick.
Yeah,
he's just gonna
put him in the tag division.
Yep. Oh yeah, there you go. And somebody like he don't even do. I was watching somebody. They said he don't even do his interest no more. I was like, damn, sure don't. Like whoop that. Like he stopped doing it because he's so mad. Being stereotypical, making
it
look
like
we
the
was
angry
upset.
black man.
Yeah, like
the angry black man.
Chris said R.I.P. Carlito.
Bro,
he did post that.
He did post his eulogy at his little funeral, bro. I done told you, bro. I don't care if Carlito wrestle a match ever again, bro. Just the comedic timing of this man on the internet or whether it's on TV. Did
you see what he did to Raquel? Raquel looked good last week. He put a shoulder on there, and she said,
"Yeah,
doing my bad."
But Carlito, man, bro, don't need to wrestle, bro. Like he just chilling. Like Carlito's like, I got signed back with this company and I ain't been doing nothing but chilling. I'm getting the paycheck to chill and be funny.
Yeah.
Essentially, he like the Hispanic R-Truth. Except he on TV more.
Right. Yeah, like, man.
And I'm loving everything he doing. Carlito, don't change, bro. I'm loving it.
Yeah. Come to work, be like, man, well, hey man, what he do? He don't be doing nothing. That man be at the boss office.
Yeah.
He might sweep. He might drive.
Got his apple.
Right.
Got his apple. Give that man his apple and let him work.
Whatever they ask him to do, he'll do it though. But he don't do no hard, he don't no hard labor or nothing like that. He don't lead it. He don't do nothing crazy.
Speaking of that spear.
Yeah.
I know we already talked about Raw, but I got to talk about
we gonna jump to it. We gonna jump to Raw.
The sheer speed in which Braun Breaker went from the ramp to the top of the ramp to the end of the ramp. I was like, I think he had to dive into that spear because he couldn't slow down enough.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you move too fast. You move too fast for your own good. I feel like sometimes.
Hey, remember that time he hit that announce table? We're going too fast. Yeah. I told somebody, they asked me that on the stream when I was streaming back in the time. He was like, who got the best spear? And this was way before he started doing what he's doing now. He say Braun Breaker because of the way he does it. It doesn't matter how it looks. Well, obviously how it looks now. He's perfected it to what it is now. But I was just looking at the velocity, the speed, the angle. Like Roman, his spear is the way they got it. So it makes it look like it's good. Edge, Goldberg, like Braun has a combination of all of them. Everyone, like he's got the speed of Goldberg, but it's like 50 times faster. He's got the setup like Roman, and again, he's 27.
Yep.
Bro is ready to rock and roll. Like he can,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm gonna be
unreal.
Completely real with you right now.
Yeah.
I know we got two heels, and I guess you could call Braun a face now because essentially that's kind of what he is.
Yeah, he's a face right
now. Don't rush it, but you need to get Penta a heel run at some point. Like right now, he cooking as a face. As a face right now. But at some point in time, Penta needs that heel run because Penta can play both sides. His look, he can be a face. His look, he can be a heel. I was like, again, I know you will never, ever, ever, ever see Pentagon Dark or Pentagon Junior on WWE TV. That man is way too violent. Those two personas are way too violent for WWE TV. But he could definitely go back to what he was like. One of the things he was doing in Lucha Underground that made me like Penta. He was doing this whole thing where he was just breaking people's arms, like that move he do where he wrap you, the sacrifice. Yeah. They were using that as like, oh yeah, he just coming out snapping people's arms. I was like, you can take that small little thing from Lucha Underground and roll it into his heel character.
Yeah, we saw that. Yeah.
So I'm like, again, I'm letting him cook because I like Penta whether he a heel or a face. Penta is easily one of my favorite wrestlers, top 5 favorite wrestlers in this generation, him and Phoenix. So, again, you know what I'm saying? We're going to see where it goes with this IC title match. I'm excited for it because especially now you got the boy Dom involved.
Yeah, I already got my winner.
What the hell is Dom doing with them furry boots on, though, man?
Yeah, Finesse asked me what them was. I said, I don't know what them is.
Man, with the furry boots on.
That ain't the first time. He didn't wrestle in them before.
Yeah. I think that just matches. I think those were the boots he wore when he first started wearing that cow vest.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, it's interesting what's going on over there. We already talked about the women's. Raw was kind of mid. I'm not gonna lie to you. Raw was kind of mid. It was like the mid card. It was mid card day. You know what I'm saying? That's what it felt like. Nothing against Braun Breaker. That's a mid card title. Lyra Valkyria, mid card title. We had a tag team matches. LWO versus
the Creeds.
That was a good match. Right? Del Cruz and I forgot his other name. Them boys were just flying.
Joaquin Wild.
I like what I've seen. Obviously,
still hate that man, the only non-Hispanic member of the Latino World Order. But we ain't gonna get into that.
Obviously, what's the old boy name?
Cruz del Toro.
El Americano.
El Grande Americano.
Yeah, he ended up getting a win.
Sound like a damn Starbucks coffee.
Right. And Rey Mysterio, the locker room leader, wants to step up to the plate. And
we knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, no, they have a match like we talked about earlier. I guess the biggest thing that happened Monday Night Raw was the addition, or I should say the extension to Friday Night SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
So last Friday, I had already said it. Seth Rollins
he's playing chess, bro.
Is playing, yes, bro.
He's playing chess.
He's the architect for a reason. He's the plan B man. Like, he is the man you should not. He always he trying to plant stuff in Roman. Talking about something. You should be worried about Punk. You should have let me handle him. So that's letting you know I'm forewarning you. Now I gotta handle this. Now I gotta finish it. And I'm seeing what he's doing. I see what's going on. And now
I love the stomp. Now you owe me a favor.
Yeah.
Like, woo, okay, Seth. Because like low key, Seth showed you mercy. He could have stomped you into the oblivion, bro, and made sure you didn't accompany Punk at all.
All right.
So I think that people trying to say I don't think that's how a favor works. I'm like, technically, that is, because had he stomped him, he's not at CM Punk's corner next week.
Right.
So I'm like,
that's essentially if you're trying to, it's essentially if you're doing that, but yep.
I did hear a theory. People were like, because they were putting up clips of when Paul Heyman betrayed CM Punk when he turned on Brock, and the people saying he gonna eventually turn on Roman. People also was like, what if he turn on both of them, and Seth becomes a Paul Heyman guy, and that's his favor.
I've been seeing that.
I'm like, do Seth need a Paul Heyman? Nah. But would I be here to watch what happens with it? Yes.
Does Roman get a favor now?
I do love what Seth called him. CM Punk thought he had him, rolled back in the ring, and then Seth was like, nope. I was like, all right, Seth.
That's classic Seth right there. Rolling back.
I swear, him and Punk sometimes be going off script and they be fighting for real. Like I feel like sometimes it's a little. I'm like, because like when he tossed him over the table, I'm like, that don't look like it was planned. It looked like you were just like,
yeah,
you know.
We're gonna see what happens because I don't think they scheduled for tomorrow. I think they're scheduled for Monday.
Nah, Cody's supposed to be back tomorrow, ain't he?
Mm-hmm. I wonder what he's got to talk about.
The same shit he been talking about for the past 5 weeks. A whole lot of nothing.
Ain't gonna lie, it's bad. It's bad for Cody though, because again, y'all keep putting him with opponents that's not there.
Yeah,
like
he got to talk to himself. You got to talk to
So
himself.
I feel for him. Yeah, I feel for him because like even when Kevin Owens was there, he was still kind of doing promos by himself because Kevin wouldn't come into the arena. You know, like
you ain't go, you never go top the KO car promo. The KO car promo.
Get out my car,
Michael Cole.
Just get out.
Get out the car. And then speaking of KO, I had to address this on here.
Go ahead.
To whether it's a work, which I don't. Again, like we talked about this. If it was a work, I don't think WWE would have cut the camera away with KO reacted.
Yeah. He been on podcasts and everything.
Yeah, for the piece of shit fan who decided it was okay for you to yell at KO that he was full of shit, especially if you call yourself a wrestling fan, knowing how serious neck injuries are.
Right.
You need to just not go to a live show ever again. Like, because I know what you were trying to do. You were hoping Kevin would put his hands on you, so then you could probably get your little lawsuit going.
Mm-hmm.
And you almost got him. I ain't gonna lie. You almost got him, but Kevin's smarter than that. And I'm like, you paid to see this man.
Exactly. You
paid to be here. They didn't pay to see you. They didn't pay to take your criticism. I was like, we all know how serious neck injuries are from Big E to Edge to Daniel Bryan, Paige, Sasha was dealing with it at one point. Will Ospreay was dealing with neck issues at one point. Kenny Omega, like the Kurt Angle, like these Chris Benoit. Bro, the neck is not anything to play with these wrestlers, man. Like they hurt their neck, they could possibly never wrestle again. Look at Big E now. Y'all, everybody holding out hope that Big E is gonna come back and somehow miraculously be able to wrestle. But like if you go back and watch where he broke his neck, bro, he landed like literally on the top of his head.
Mm-hmm.
So
look at JD, that whiplash from that neck.
JD McDonough. Now I did see a little report. Him and Kyrie are almost ready to come back.
Mm-hmm. So, who's the other person? Damn it. I know Oscar.
Oscar cleared, yeah.
Oscar's cleared. Damn, it's somebody else though. They said might be Tonga Loa.
Man, everybody trying to see Camacho. Everybody trying to see Camacho,
I think it's him. No. It's what's the name? Never mind.
Hikuleo?
Yeah, that's who it was.
Yeah. Finally.
A year later. Yeah.
Shit. Thought this man was just gonna be hanging out in PC forever.
All right.
I'm glad they putting him on NXT though.
Yeah. They don't need to go nowhere. He don't need to go up high. He needs to stay down. Ilya coming back September. Okay.
Yeah.
And then what's the name be back summertime too? Bronson Reed.
And then we got Aleister Black to look forward to as well. So
he was talking about Rusev on there too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Rusev. So yeah, we got to come. Some people about to come back. So wrestling about the I ain't gonna say main roster about to cook again, but we got some people to come back to make it at least watchable at some points of time again.
All right. So let's do a quick segment. I'm gonna ask you some questions, and whoever else, Chris and Sean, y'all can answer it too if y'all want. So it's called Pick a Side. They podcast, they be doing it. So they do mostly basketball, but they've been doing a little bit of wrestling. So, but they have not done the wrestling for this. So we gonna see what you think. All right. So it's called Pick 3 and Cut 5. All right.
Ooh.
All right, so we're gonna start off. These are all wrestlers. This can be, this ain't just right now. These are like anybody. So it's gonna be a twist with it. So the first person we're gonna start off with is Penta. So you're gonna keep him or you're gonna cut him?
I'm keeping. Come on, man. That's not even. That's a no brainer for me. Anything Penta is getting
Okay.
kept.
Okay. All right. The next one, Chris Jericho.
Man, pack him up. Get him the hell out of my face. I'm done with the Ocho, the Pain Maker, whatever the hell variation of Chris Jericho you want to call this, man. Get him out of here with that slow ass Judas effect.
Even back in the day, I beat Stone Cold and The Rock same time.
Nah, pack him up.
Okay.
Like I've never been like the greatest Chris Jericho fan. Like I'll admire him for his work, but pack him up.
All right. Sean said cut both of them. So he said cut for both of them. So as of right now, he has to. So you won for two. You won for one. He's 0 for 2 right now. Okay, because he's all right. So let's go Trish Stratus.
Gotta keep Trish. Okay. I'm sorry, we don't get a lot of the stuff we getting today without Trish and Lita. Or just Trish in general. Like I feel like Trish breaking the mold and being like I'm not just a fitness model.
Yeah.
Kind of help progress the women's division.
Sean said cut that one too. Okay. Well, Sean, you kind of limited, brother.
Sean sound like Sean sound like he want bra and panties and evening gown matches back.
He said trust him. All right. Okay. So you kept Penta and Trish and you dropped Jericho. Yeah. All right, I'll continue to keep playing with Sean because you're almost out. All right. So what we're gonna go with is Booker T.
That's a little touchy one right now. Booker T kind of on the Uncle Tom list right now.
had to get a little hot in the stove, hot in the kitchen.
Yeah. Let me think about my man's body of work here. Let me think about it for a minute. If I'm thinking about Booker's whole career, love the Harlem Heat. I could have done without G.I. Bro. When he first got to WWE, that feud with Stone Cold, the whole grocery store scene.
Oh yeah,
Stone Cold. Him backstage breaking the NWO because he did a variation of Shawn Michaels' theme song, and then King Booker, and also I'm sorry, I will always go back to this moment when that man was in TNA. It cut his own commentary during the match, bro. So I'm about look as much hot water as Booker T is in right now with the culture. I'm keeping Booker T.
All right. So Sean's keeping them too. That's his first keep. So you're done. You got Penta, Trish, and Booker.
Yeah.
All right. And Sean, how many Sean has left? You can only cut one more, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you only cut one more. So we got 3 more. Is it 2? Yeah. Booker T at the bingo hall was hilarious. All right, yeah. All right. So now, so it's 3? It's 3 more, right? Yeah, it should be 3 more because he didn't cut.
Yeah.
He didn't cut 3. All right, yeah. Wait, he cut.
Yeah, he did Trish, Penta, and Jericho, I think. No, he said he was gonna keep Jericho.
No, he cut him. Who you kept?
Yeah, so
you kept Penta.
I kept Penta, Trish, and Booker.
Was Booker the 4th one?
Yeah. Yeah, Booker, which he was just the one we just did. So yeah, that's the 4th one. Okay. We did Jericho, Penta, and Trish, and then Booker. So yeah, that's 4.
So it is 3 more people. Well, it's supposed to be 8, so it's 4 more people. All right, we'll work it there. All right, so I guess you can just still play along since you already got your 3, just to see what would you do with that. So I'm gonna go with Spike Dudley.
Yeah, you got to cut Spike.
Okay. See what Sean
As much
said.
as I like, he was the spot guy for the Dudley Boys, but you got to
Okay.
cut Spike.
All right, Sean. Because I see what I'm doing. You see what I'm doing now. All right. Okay. We're just gonna remember that. All right. Cut. So. Yeah. Yeah. Trying to think of a good name. I think I got one. Okay. All right. AJ Styles.
That's a no brainer for
He's
me.
probably
I'm gonna
gonna
let
get.
Sean.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna let Sean cook. You know where I'm at with
Yeah.
AJ.
All right. Keep. Okay. Cool. I figure you'll do that. Okay. All right. So you got two people left. So you got Booker T, AJ Styles. I try to make it easy. All right. So you got Booker T, AJ Styles. Pat has Booker T, Trish, and
Penta.
Okay. So now I got to give you a woman to make it fair. Give you a woman to make it fair. All right. And I'm gonna have to do a tiebreaker too. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be smart, Sean. You gotta think about it now. Gail Kim.
Shit.
Oh, Chris says no. All right, let's see what Sean says. Okay, I'll reset. He don't know what it is. Okay. Which is crazy. Because you don't know who Gail
Sean don't
Kim
know who
is.
Gail Kim
That's
is. Come
crazy because you
on,
don't know who Gail
Sean.
Kim is. All right. We'll let that one slide. All right. Okay. Damn, you don't know Gail. Out of all the people you don't know, Sean, you don't know Gail Kim. All right. Okay, I can use that at the end. Okay. Ooh, all right. I know who I'm gonna use. If you cut this one, I know who I'm gonna use next. I just want to see
All right.
what do I must. Okay, you got Trish. Okay, Bailey.
Mm.
Let's see what you say. Oh, I figure you do that. So now you have to take whoever I say now. Cut
Mm-hmm.
Bailey. So now you
All
have to
right.
take. So you got Booker T, AJ Styles, and the next one is Carmella. Got to keep her. All right, Carmella. So you got Booker T, AJ Styles, Carmella. You say you mess with Mella. All right. Pat, you got Trish, Penta, Booker T.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so y'all both have Booker T, so one of y'all have to not keep Booker T. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add one more name, and then I'm gonna see. Yeah, Mella dope now. Mella dope now. I'm gonna see which one of y'all say. All right, which one of y'all want to keep Booker, or y'all want to? Who want to go for you? Do you want to give it to Sean, or you want to go, or you want to be able
Sean
to
got
win?
it.
Sean got it.
Sean got it.
All right, because he like Booker T too, just like you said. All right. And he got okay. All right, cool. I think I got it. All right. Swerve Strickland.
Oh, Pat Booker up. I'm sorry. I know I gave it a shot, but Pack Booker up.
He keeping him. You keeping Booker? You keeping Booker? I'll make sure. Okay. Okay. All right. You said keep. So that's why. All right. All right. I'll give you something. Keep for Swerve. Swerve. All right. All right. So you got you got Swerve, Mella, and AJ Styles, and you, Sean, Pat. You got Booker, Penta, and Trish.
Yeah.
Okay. So now that Chris is in here, okay, because we're gonna add it up. We're gonna add make it spicy a little bit more. All right.
Yeah.
So Chris, if both their teams were going at it, which team would win? Who would take the pinfall too? Penta, okay. I don't know if he's winning or losing. Hold on. Penta takes the pin. Damn, Pat.
They always doing my boy dirty. Always doing my boy dirty.
I wonder who pinned him.
Probably gonna say Swerve. It don't matter because Penta already whooped that ass in real life. So Penta already beat Swerve in real life.
Said AJ. Hit him with a Styles Clash.
Man, AJ get his arm broke messing with Penta.
All right. One more thing I'm gonna ask y'all before we get off here. Appreciate y'all, participating. We'll keep doing the keep three. We'll keep three, cut five. If Pat cool with that.
Oh yeah.
So these last 25 years, because me and you both have been born around that time. Not born, but been alive that time. I'm pretty sure Sean and Chris and whoever else watching this video, I had thought about it. So like just in general, not like specifically wrestling, but just in general, sports, music. Is this 25 years, which is 2000 to 2025, do you think this is the greatest 25-year stretch of all things that has happened? Like think about 1975 to 2000 or, and beyond. Do you think like LeBron in generation, we had a little bit of Jordan. You think about wrestling, Triple H, Stone Cold, Kobe, Kobe, music. You had
I'm gonna say yes.
Little bit of Michael Jackson, Chris Brown.
I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes, just because the pure impact that the music in the 2000s had on music today. I'm gonna say yes. Just based solely off of that alone, music. Yeah, I feel like we don't get a lot of the music we got today without that 25-year stretch.
It's just crazy to think about it. I was like, bro, I don't think we're ever gonna have another 25 years of this. Like,
no.
Like get it 75
you think about all the 2000 artists, Nelly. As much as I dislike them, Ja Rule.
Oh.
Young Eminem.
Yeah, 50.
Game when he was hot. And the entire G Unit clique. Method Man and Redman were cooking in the 2000s.
Yeah, and you think about movies too. A lot of good movies, man. Like
a lot of good movies. Yeah,
I just think this 25
all
years
the Rush
is
Hours.
Insane. Yeah, like this 25 years is insane, bro. Yeah. Just start thinking about it. It's like, damn. Like I know we had maybe a year like, oh, this music wasn't good this year, but like just all the other stuff is crazy. I'm just thinking like from 25 to 50, will it be anything? Will we see another LeBron? Will you see another Chris Brown? Will you see another Lil Wayne? Will you see another Drake? Will you see another Tiger Woods? You know what I'm saying? Will it be another Donald Trump in office? Will it be another Barack Obama? You know, like it's just insane.
I hope not for Donald Trump. Donald Trump messing up my video games.
Right. Just say like in general, like I don't know, bro. That's a tough ass, and going back from 1975 to 2000, it's like the times were kind of crazy anyway. So like it's like way more freedom going on out here anyway too. It's just that's just
Right.
I just wanted to see what y'all thought, because I was like, dang, somebody that's, you know, they might be 25, or just somebody that's 14. They don't know what's really going on. They gonna sit there, but they're getting all of it a little bit. But like pretty much 2025, you got pretty much everything. Like you said, Usher, like he bounced since the 90s,
early mid 90s.
He's still out. It's crazy.
Yep.
Trump is gonna have video games costing $500 a game. No tax.
Yep.
Dang, bro. But hey man, that'll be it. We'll be back Sunday.
Yes,
and
sir.
We'll be back Thursday to do the predictions of WrestleMania.
Yep.
Trump must be the one that made GTA 150, probably so. Appreciate y'all coming through, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. For all the people that's in the live, appreciate you. Sean, Chris, Pablo, I think a guy named Terry, he was in here too, asking a couple questions. We'll see y'all next time. Oh, Chris want to join in at the end. Damn, Chris.
Man. About to wrap up. Well, I already got wife texting me. I gotta go.
Yeah, go ahead, because I got 2 games. I'm gonna be on YouTube in a couple minutes.
Yeah.
All right, Pat.
All right, y'all be easy, and it's okay to turn your TVs off.